All right, guys. Day 2 working on the garden. Came outside today. First thing I wanted to check on was the concrete that we poured yesterday. After taking a look at it, I noticed that 2 of these poles ended up being real loose in the soil still. So I ended up dropping in some more concrete as well as some more water. Hopefully that will mix up well and harden and we won't have too many issues. But I want to make sure that these corner ones are solid since they'll be holding up the fence and the lights. But for now, we're going to get started on installing the gate. It's going to go here in the middle. Then we'll work our way around and wrap around the fence, around all the wooden posts that we put up. And then we'll probably throw the lights up here on the top. We're going to just do a perimeter of lights around the whole thing. Once we get done that, we'll go in the middle and we'll build some arches over top of the 2 garden beds. We'll end up connecting those. And then I think that's probably going to be it for this video. Luckily, we had some leftover hardware from when we built the other gates. So we had some hinges left over, as well as a latch here. It's probably going to be a little overkill for this little gate, but should work out perfectly fine. So let's set the tripod up, and we'll start getting everything built. Hopefully you guys can see this all right, but it's coming together really nice. This pole is starting to tip in a little bit, so that's why these lights are sagging a little low in this front left corner, but overall came out really good. Got the gate all the way around. Put one over top of the first trellis here. We got to finish up the back one tomorrow, but just wanted to show you guys what it looks like at night with everything lit up. We're not going for like crazy lights so we can work out here at night, but just figured it'd be a nice little touch to add in. But I'll see you guys in the morning. All right, guys, next day, and we're pretty much done here. There's all these birds flying through here. But yeah, got everything all done. We got all the fence up. Only thing I'm having an issue with is this last corner pole, which you can kind of see is leaning towards the right a little bit. I don't know what happened with the concrete for this one, but something didn't set right. But it's in there pretty solid now. I ended up just tightening up the light strands just a little bit to make it a little bit less noticeable, but can't really tell unless you're standing right here. If this was a real fence, obviously that'd be a problem, but I'm not really too worried about it for here. But yeah, we got the fence all up and secure. We got a little bit of fence over top of the gate. Latches and everything are set up. We got some hooks set up here on the front. I think she wants to hang some like planters. Obviously the 4 garden beds, and then 2 of these little trellises to go over top of them for like cucumber, squash, anything that grows in a vine. We're gonna plant those closer to the ends. That way it can kind of grow up and over that. Threw a little bit of fencing on that too, so that way that's all sturdy. And then just the lights. Again, we're not doing anything crazy out here at night. It's just a nice little touch to add to it. It kind of seals everything off with it, which is nice. So last thing we need to do, which I need to order it today, I got to get all the mulch for in here. I think we're going to need about 4 yards of mulch. So I'm going to end up ordering that, getting that delivered, and then we'll go through and spread all that out. And then I think that might be it for this for the garden series for now. And then probably in a month or so we'll have a 3rd video out, and we'll be taking everything out of the basement and planting everything out here and getting all that set up. It's still March. It's like March 5th right now, so it's still a little bit chilly on some mornings and some nights, so we want to wait till probably end of March, maybe 2nd week of April, to actually get everything moved out here and planted. So for now, let's get some mulch on order. We'll get that delivered and dropped off, and we'll get that all laid out in here. All right, we just stopped in, just bought 4 yards of triple shredded black dyed mulch. Sorry for the shakiness, I'm on my phone, but we'll pull up here and we'll get loaded up with that real quick. I might have underestimated how much 4 yards is, but we got it. It's in there. So we'll get this back to the house and start unloading this. This is a lot. I think measurement wise I got the right amount, but I've never bought mulch by the yard before. I don't know what that stuff looks like size wise, but oh well. We bought 4, we'll probably get back to the house about 3.5 of it. But oh well. All right, let's head back. Just watching all the mulch blow out of the trailer right now. Probably lost about $6 worth so far. Delivery was like an extra, I don't know, $100, $120. So trying to be cheap, figured might as well just go pick it up, but come on, this is fun. Just watching the mulch blow all out of the trailer. But it's all right. We only got like, I think 6 miles, 7 miles back to the house, so it's not too far. We'll just go slow, take it little by little, and we'll get back. I just got back, and I That's not supposed to be like that. This wind is crazy, so this just keeps blowing back and forth. So we've been parking out front now because we just can't, the gate's not reliable anymore. Plus, this one ripped out. We completely fixed it. Well, temporarily fixed it. And now this one ripped out. So we need to revisit this whole gate because it's not working. But let's figure out how to get this open, and then we'll get the trailer in here. All right, so just started spreading the mulch in, and I don't know. I don't really like the way we have the edging of the fence set up, so mulch is gonna end up coming through here over time. It's gonna blow through, it's gonna get kicked through. I really don't want the mulch spilling into the grass. I wanna keep it all contained in here, just so that way we don't have a big mess later down the line. Once the grass starts to grow, you can kind of see it here. Plus, it's honestly gonna be a pain in the ass to weed whack around this once the grass does grow, if it ever decides to grow. So change of plans. I think we're gonna actually use, I think they're called like landscaping ties or something. I don't know what the hell they are. They're basically like those chewed up, rounded, it's a little smaller than like a 4x4, but use them to trim out and gardens, driveways, that type of stuff. Ironically, we just bought, I think 25 of them because we're getting ready to frame out the driveway in front of the garage to fill in with some stone. So I have a bunch of these already here, which is nice. And then I also, today when I just went to get all the mulch, I stopped at a steel shop and I just got, hard to see it, but 3/8 number 3 rebar. I got 6 of them. It's like 60 feet of them for the driveway. I was planning on cutting them about, I don't know, foot and a half long, drilling a hole on, I don't know, probably a foot in on each side, hammering in the rebar to kind of keep it in place. Nothing crazy, right? We're not trying to anchor down a house. I just want to hold the bars in place. So was going to do that, but I think that would actually look pretty good if we did this around the whole garden. That way there's something holding, yeah, he's eating it. Drop the mulch, dude. Get out of there. That's why we have the gate and the fence, as he pees on the plants and he eats the mulch. But yeah, so that's the plan. I think we're going to basically trim this entire garden with the wood. So it wasn't my original plan, but hey, things change. We'll figure it out. Like I said, I have a bunch of these already. I can't remember if I mentioned it in this video or another video, but we got a great deal on all these bricks at Home Depot when we were going to purchase the wood. So we got all these bricks. I think it was about $1,200 if they were full price. We paid like 120 bucks for it. So that's a pretty good deal. But we have all this. So I'll probably use what we have here now, trim that out and get the garden all wrapped up. And then I'll just have to buy some more of those. I'm jumping all over the place, but the plan with those is coming off of this 6x6, straight line over to about here, straight line over to the garage there. And then in the end, I would like to stone this whole thing in, but stone is not cheap. So we're gonna do it in little sections. So I'm probably gonna do it straight across here and just stone this in. So here's a perfect example, right? We had, my buddy brought a trailer over last night. We redid all the wiring on it. Not the one I just did the video on, a different one. And we had to drive the truck and the trailer in here. And this is what I want to avoid. is just all these tire tracks, and when it rains it gets all muddy and it's just kind of a pain. So I want to fill it in with stone, but that's for another day. It's another project we'll be doing. So for now, let's I guess get a drill bit about the same size as that rebar, throw all the wood over there, trim it out, and then we'll start drilling the holes, cutting the rebar down, and we'll start securing that. That's just going to help hold the mulch in so much better. I don't want to, we paid all this money for this mulch. I don't want it to leak into the yard. So I think that'll look really good though. We were going to do the little black plastic trim, but I don't think, I think we're just going to stick with the wood. We already have it here. It's probably honestly cheaper by the foot to do the wood, and it just kind of goes with the whole aesthetic of all the fresh pressure treated wood that we've been buying. So I might as well keep it going. But yeah, we'll work on that. Ironically, while I was getting the car in the driveway, the gate just completely ripped apart. So the whole arm actually ripped off of it. The gate came swinging in at, I don't know, 20, 30 miles an hour. I had a brick in front of it to hold it, and that didn't work. It went right over the brick, and this whole gate's all destroyed. So I gotta fix that. I don't know what we're gonna do, but that is for another day as well. But yeah, let's I guess we'll get some more time lapse rolling then, and we'll start getting all this stuff set up and cut and hammered in and go from there.
Yeah.
All right, 4 yards of mulch, about 300 trips in the wheelbarrow, and we finally got everything all done. This came out really nice. The mulch really finished it off and gave it that, it made everything pop over here, which is nice. So I think we're pretty much wrapped up with building all this. Next step will be just putting all the vegetables and plants and stuff out here, which will probably happen, I think, within maybe a month, 3-4 weeks, somewhere around there. It's starting to get a little bit nicer out, but still dipping into the 30s at night. So we want to wait a little bit until it gets a little bit warmer. That way we don't have to worry about anything freezing up and dying off overnight. And then we'll start throwing down some grass seed over here We have a ton of grass too we got to plant, but we want to try to get all this stuff back to actual grass. So we'll get all that going. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a wrap for this. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's actually pretty simple throwing all this together. It wasn't too bad. A lot of the wood, well, the 2x4s we used to build it were leftovers from the fence. The only thing we really bought was the 2x10s or 2x8s. The rest we kind of just used what we had. So not too bad though. But stay tuned. Got a bunch of stuff coming up. Hope you guys are enjoying it, and we'll see you in the next one.